Good evening. We are picking up where we left off on Monday. Congratulations to Extra on being first. We're a teensy little bit late tonight. I'm so sorry about that. And I've forgotten how to play this game. Also, thank you for the hydration. Now, I don't recall what I was attempting to do, so I'm just going to go to blue squares and see what I can find. Because I recall that the blue ones were the ones where I hadn't done everything. I'm sure that it'll come back to me eventually. I kind of wonder where that upwards flowing water is coming from, because I don't see it up here. And Serenity's a bit longer than the starting screen. That's concerning. I went live when it said that they were done. I'm sorry. I'm only as on as this Twitch allows me to be. Okay, it looked like there might be a thing I could jump to up there, but I didn't make the jump. And I don't know if I can make the jump. I also noticed at the end of last stream that there's this thing here. I don't know if that counts as like... I don't know if that like imposes a penalty or anything, or if I can just go back to a respite whenever I want. But that is nice, I'm glad that it's there. don't think I can make that jump. I think that bottom right bit, I couldn't do anything without being able to swim. So I'm going to go here because it looks like there's a bunch of stuff in the area that I might be able to do. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll find out. This feels like maybe I want to go through it. I need more of a drop. The important thing, though, is that I remember the input. I don't know if I can get up and around. I wonder how far I have to fall before it becomes like a... before it becomes a drop that can actually break that. Farther than that. Okay, so those flowers do heal me if I consume one with full prayer. Good to know. I need to find a way to get up above that red thing. I don't know if I can with my current toolkit. I might need something that can, like, let me go up and around the top of the house. Maybe something like a third jump? Who knows? Not me. Okay, I remember looking for the exit on the top of the square here and not finding it last night. And by last night, I mean Monday. But perhaps today will be different. One way to find out. That looked climbable. It wasn't. This also looks climbable. I probably have to get up there. So I probably need some sort of glide. That's my thought. I might be wrong. I need some way to cover more distance. Assuming that that's actually where I want to go, but I do assume that's where I gotta go. I assume that down there is to the other red thing. What if I just keep going right? What about that? This is where I fought what's-his-face. So it would make sense that there was progress here, if there were. Though I think I also recall getting walled by something. I'll find out. It might have been a literal wall, actually. Yeah, maybe what I need to, like, move on is some kind of, like, wall jump. I'm kind of thinking in terms of, like, Hollow Knight upgrades. I'm like, oh, I've got double jump, but I need, like, the ability to cling onto walls. I'm missing that. Yeah, this might just be like a blind fox thing, but I am feeling kind of lost. Don't entirely know where I'm going, what I'm doing. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. So, assuming that wall climbing is a thing, that would let me get up there, but that doesn't help me right now. I don't think I have a spear that lets me do anything like that. There is a bunch of stuff back here. Maybe I can find stuff here. See a couple of exits in the area. My knight shall protect me. Oh, my knight, he didn't protect me. It's okay though, it's not his fault. He can't do anything without permission. I do vaguely recall there being like a door to the left. Right when the game started that I couldn't get through right away. Maybe I can go through that? It says that there's an exit here. It must be straight up from here. Maybe I get some kind of like launch ability to just blast myself straight up. This is where I woke up. There was the thing over here. It's still locked. Okay, so the most recent thing that I got was, like, that. So I presume that what I need is something that will open. So, like... I think I remember finding something up here, opening it, and then not finding the way around. I think that's what it was. That's probably what I need. Okay, I've got a lead. I just need to figure out how to follow up on it. That's this thing, which I could get through with this thing. Alright, I think I know where I'm going now. Okay, that guy exploded. Oh dear, that was a mimic. imitating a helpful footstool. I am level 20. How will I get up there? Probably not at all with what I've got. Chain of Sorcery. Let me take those. But I think I recall hitting the other side of that and not being able to get through it earlier. Which just reinforces to me that this is probably where I want to be. Oh. That's the thing that I opened. But I don't have the power to swim. Perhaps I will shortly obtain the power to swim. Rude. Sideways. Okay, that does make me think that I've got some sort of dash ability. Or like maybe some kind of like weird gravity manipulation thing. I could conceivably go this way, but I would need swimming for that, which I don't have. I could go the other way, but I would need some sort of like horizontal dash, which I don't currently have. I don't think any of my spirits give me vertical height. They themselves do, but I don't. That bit to the bottom right, I wonder if I missed something there. The child has the entire upper half of her body just off the chair. She's doing core exercises. I don't believe I can jump and dash out of an air attack. Like I said last time, I'm pretty sure I tried every combination along those lines. I might not have. I can try it again. In fact, I think you asked the exact same question last time. Yeah, so I can jump, jump, attack, or I can jump, attack, jump. But I can't, like, chain them. If I jump and then dive, I can't jump again before I hit the ground. If I jump, dive, I can't attack before I hit the ground. For a second I thought that this was like a new place. I think I went this way and got walled. Oh, is this water not allowed? This water's not allowed. Okay. I might not have gone this way. Alright, progress. 5 whole extra HP. Getting out of this is gonna be, painful. Okay, so it turns out I did in fact miss something. I feel like I ought to be able to hit this thing. But I'm like just far enough away that I can't. Alright, progress. Get that open. I take it this is an elevator. Hang on, I think I just took damage and it reset my, jump. I might be able to use that if that's what actually happened. What's stopping me from going this way? A gap wider than I can jump. Alright. Not the first one of those that I've encountered. There's nothing stopping me from using the elevator as far as I can tell. It might be worth consideration going back to the rest pit. Since I opened the shortcut, and I could just go get my prayers back. However, I think that I'll be fine, so it's fine. A lot like the flower enemies in Super Mario World. Oh yeah, the ones that like pop out and just spit spores. Or not even the ones that like pop out, just the ones that are kind of like flat. I see where you get that. More underwater harassment. Lots of underwater harassment. And another shortcut open. And this time I will go back to the rest of it. I recall encountering one of these already. It is it. The Coven, this kingdom, it's all over. It's okay, I'm here. Look on the right side, at least I can loot your body. So like, I come out ahead. And I think that's something we can all be happy about. I think this was just the bit with the swimmy guys that I had to go through. Did that open the thing? Let's find out. Yes, it did. Oh, rude. Excellent, respite. Oven Halls. This is on the other side of a thing that I couldn't get through earlier. The Parish Way, 3. Witnesses of the priestess's miracles knew that they had found their savior. They spread word of her blessing, and slowly the White Parish took form. The White Parish worshipped no god. Rather, they followed the guidance of the White Priestess, living so as to not fall prey to the blight. Theirs is a peaceful existence, with days spent praying for tranquility over those who have been purified. And then we can go even further down. This feels boss fight shaped. I do like the mirror. I do like the witch hat. Fungus isn't really my thing, but I always appreciate a witch hat. Oh, she's cute. Not for Jolene. Oh. Phase 2, I take it? Yes. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, her attacks don't quite come out with her swings. It's like a split-second after. I'm dead. But I lived. What's his face definitely feels suited to fight her. Could we not do the whole incrementing a number every time I die thing? No, the back on him is fine. What I mean is, like, when she does the animation where she swings her staff and then the ball comes out not quite at the apex of her swing. One more hit, she should go down. Oh, he didn't use it because it's attack side commitment. That's fine. I quite enjoy slow, powerful attacks, so this is right up my alley. Ow. Also, ow. Ow, 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 ow. That was a bit of a waste of a prayer, but whatever. That did more second than I thought it would. But now she's extra pretty. Okay, I might have gotten stabbed, but at least she got bonked. This is fine. When I inevitably take her life, I wonder what she's gonna give me. My guesses are something to, like, climb walls or something to swim. Especially with, like, all the water nearby, I kind of feel like it's gonna be a swim thing, but we'll find out. Wrong button. Okay, next hit will stagger her. Okay. Now she's in phase 2, she'll attack twice per cycle. And she'll start doing that. Oh. One more hit should stagger her again. That was greedy and not worth it. Teleports behind me. Nothing personnel, kid. Do I have anything? I wonder how badly she gets messed up by the poison cloud, actually, especially when she's on the ground. An extra charge of healing would also be nice, but I don't think it's necessary. I just need to not die. Or not take hits, rather. Also, is it just me, or between her hairstyle and, like, what I presume are her boots, is she just a little bit bunny-coated? Like, obviously she's kind of like mushroomy, but she's also giving me bunny vibes. Like fluffy ears and like big stompers. The poison didn't do much in particular to her. But like maybe if I put it up in the air where she's like hanging out more so. Okay, I do think it is working, but I also do think that the hammer is out. Probably a better use of my actions. So, Poison Guy, you're, I'll keep you out, actually. I was gonna say I'm gonna put him back into storage, but I can actually think of a few uses for that poison mist. At least more so than the whirlwind at present. I wonder if wonder if that would be worth anything in here. I don't know what kind of damage it actually does. You can just fight from her? Maybe in a vacuum, but like she's been surrounded by all kinds of like mushroom mages, so I'm kind of thinking mushroom mage. Like I also noticed a bunch of like raven feathers around her waist, so like maybe that would push my thinking in a direction, but right now it's kind of like mushroom bunny. Oh, is she taking more damage from the higher up I knock her down? Hold on. Ow, ow. Did not actually mean to dodge into that. She does take more damage from the higher I knock her down. Oh. And then she teleports stab. And then she does her thing. She swings twice, she does her teleport stab. Swing one, swing two, teleport stab. Swing one, swing two, teleport stab. Wrong button. I don't need to get fancy, I just need to hit her with a hammer until she dies. This is fine. Luckily, it seems that I can't lose while winning. The attack that would have killed me just kind of splashed off my forehead as I knocked her out. Here, get purified. The coven is lost. The place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand, brought to ruin. I risked everything to protect her. Reita, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn only for your safety. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering of what was once my mother. The day you became the priestess of the fount, Freita. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continued my research in the hope that it may have eased your burden. But it was all for naught. That folly has become my own burden. I'll carry it to protect this place, at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall. I devoted my time to refining this magic. Oh, it's gonna be like an anti-rain bubble? Now is the time to put it to use. Or like an anti-water bubble? I suppose I'll find out. Fire ranged arcane projectiles, they home in slightly on enemies in front of you. Elaine was raised in a coven of witches and hailed as a gifted sorceress at an early age. Meeting the priestess eased her anxieties and loneliness. Witch's Bubble. While in water, can move, attack, and dodge. Black magic wielded by Dark Witch Aline that allows one to submerge, attack, and evade in any direction in blighted waters. Awesome. Though she may fade, the ward protecting the coven shall ever remain. May you rest in peace. Lamentation, purify Dark Witch Aline. Your secondary main spirit. Her icon was red. Does that mean it's a spammable ranged attack? If so, that's kind of awesome. Okay, 70 uses, it's not infinite. But that is still pretty cool. Definitely the main prize here, though, is swimming, essentially. I can also resist the current in these waterfalls now. Previously I had to, like, go out of it if I wanted to drop down. At least I'm pretty sure I had to. I wonder what I'm missing. That the screen for this hasn't turned gold. Or the icon, rather. Spooky. She definitely puts in work. Oh, Chris Sun, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a good time, and I hope you continue to do so. Okay, so I can swim. Which means that things that I couldn't do before are things that I can do now. At least to an extent. Big fan of this game. This does seem to be the sentiment, and honestly, I'm in agreement. I've really been enjoying it. I've also been getting lost, but that's just par for the course with this kind of game. We're just doing some underwater pruning. You know, it occurs to me, prunes are also a type of fruit, I'm pretty sure. So, like, it's entirely possible that you might find yourself pruning prunes. But like, you don't tomato tomatoes, you prune tomatoes. What makes prunes special? Also, if you were to prune prunes, you would have fewer prunes, so like, it's more like you're de-pruning. But only when it's prunes, because if you're de-pruning something else, you don't end up with less of that. I'm gonna be up at night thinking about this now. Varnished picture. A picture of the White Priestess of the Found. It appears that the White Priestess was allowed entrance to the Coven, a space usually exclusive to sorcerers, and a magical tool was made there for her. Interesting. Perhaps I can acquire this tool and use it for totally not nefarious ends. Speaking of nefarious, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I returned, and during the break I actually looked it up. Assuming that the thing that I looked up hasn't been, like, poisoned by, like, AI sloth or whatever, the fruit was actually originally pruna, and the verb was originally proinen. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it was actually two different words converging. And now I know something that I didn't know earlier. Language is fun, and also very complicated. Okay, I think I needed swimming to go over here, so I'll go over here. And see what I can swim to now. And now I can finally go through this thing that I opened up a while ago. Oh. I like this, the shiny candle effect. And I like this shiny loot better. Beta's Ring, it grants the ability to parry once equipped. Press R2 in time with an incoming attack to repel the strike and nullify its effects. Worn by the White Priestess of the Fount, the third Priestess of the Fount was a special note in that she was less susceptible to the Blight, allowing her to bestow salvation upon sufferers. Is that a relic? Does it replace my dodge? Yes and yes. Alright. So I can just choose which one I want. That's interesting. It's 0 cost, so there's no reason to or not to use it. I can still dodge with it on? Oh, really? Is it like a directional thing, makes it a dodge, and then like a non-input makes it a parry? The sunken graveyard is upon us. The signs of the ancients litter this place. Indeed, not much has changed since then. In fact, the ancients once called what is now Land's End their home. Their homes, their families, their honor, all stolen away from them. I don't know that I would call immortality a form of survival. I feel like I would. I feel like that's kind of like the definition. But you do you. But either way, I am the last of the ancient warriors. Once I fell, nothing remained of my era after I awoke. Save for my deathless pact, of course. Which is to say, I think we both feel what it's like to be all alone. But at least we have each other. Okay, I'm very on board with having both. Thank you for telling me that. The rain's destructive wake closes off many paths for us. Though we may unearth ancient relics or hidden alcoves if we stay sharp. Oh, bone spiders, nice. Need a bit more height than that. I wonder if this is the same kind of water that'll hurt me. Yes, it is. Though same's probably a strong word, because it was hurting me more. And I got a little bit greedy with the parries, not gonna lie. But it's okay. I noticed that it also seems to do a lot of stagger damage when I get a parry. So like, that's extra reason to go for it. Ow. Spider guy, I'm just imagining him being like, man, I wish I knew how to use levers. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same kind of locked door that was at the start of the game. I'm being a teensy bit lame right now, but I've reserved the right on account of having not a lot of health. I need some help. Okay, that is in fact also locked. The hammer guy just, swatting the spiders amuses me. You get down from up there. I was about to say, I could go for a rest, but I also don't know how well I could rest if I was surrounded by spiders. Like, spiders are friends, but like, I don't necessarily want to know that they're there. The next White Priestess, Lady Freda, the third White Priestess, will take up the mantle in the name of the Eastern Spring. Silva will make a wonderful guardian, but the pressure of taking on the role of priestess at such a tender age will be immeasurable. It might be better for her to stay in the catacombs or her hometown by the cliffs than spend her days in the castle. The White Priestess of the Wind wishes for us to assist the young lady in any way that we can. No text chat? Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry. Let me put that back up. That should have been up this whole time. I was recording a thing the other day, and I hid that so that it wouldn't say, "Hey, we're waiting for chat," like up there, up over top. And it's just dead. I forgot to turn it back on. These things happen, and I appreciate it when you tell me about them, because evidently I can't be trusted to notice it on my own. Oh, hello. Thank you for the rotation. The rotation makes me stronger. Oh, my bones. I return. Not so strong anymore? I mean, think about it this way. Who else do you know that can take a bullet and just get right back up? I wonder if I can parry an explosion. Let's find out. Are you gonna explode? If I can't do it, it's not like that. Speaking of Hollow Knight comparisons, I assure you, I am no action movie protagonist. I am much more shoujo than shonen. Get out of here, do not venture deeper underground. Unfortunately, sir, you can't tell me what to do. What did I fall down? Okay, there's just a hole in the ground there. Alright. I don't know how capable I would be of leveraging it, but I also noticed that the parry pauses me in midair. Kind of comparably, perhaps, to how a spirit does it. I wonder if that's good for anything tricky. Defense of the Twin Spires. A plague wind blew in from the far east, and with it a swarm of blighted abominations. The vile creatures followed their lord, the Crimson Blight. They were the hatred of the ancients made manifest, warped into wicked nightmarish form. Awaiting their arrival at the Twin Spires were the right priestess of the Fount and the brave knights who would face this new threat to Land's End. Even after being cut down time and again, the knights returned to the fray. True, I did ask. And we got a shortcut open, and I perhaps should go back to the rest pit and rest, but maybe I really should do that, or I could just send it and see what happens. I'm in danger. What if I went back to the rest pit? What if I just went back to the rest pit instead? Okay, cool. Hammer guy one-shots them. It's a bit slower, but I think he'll be a bit more reliable for clearing them out, regardless. Never mind. Why does I say that to survive? Them getting dunked like that continues to entertain me. You know, I was speculating earlier that I might get some kind of like wall crawling ability. A place full of spiders feels like the sort of place where one might get a wall crawling ability. Just a hunch, but like, I'm not always incorrect when I'm guessing. Peter Parker's the next boss. I mean, that guy's life is so awful. Having to deal with me definitely sounds like on brand. like how it's just like a consistent thing. Like no matter which version of Spider-Man it is, he just has like an awful life. Poor guy. Full disclosure, I haven't actually seen any Spider-Man media since the 2002 Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. Though I hear quite a number of things with Spider-Man in them have come out in the intervening 24 years. The sunken cathedral. Maybe the White Priestess and her guardian were here? Does this spark your memory at all? Sylva's note. The knights and soldiers of the Twin Spires haunt me, rising to their feet after being cut down, undaunted in the face of the blight. Acting much like those afflicted by the same. Should I have asked the White Priestess more questions? Now there are so many left unanswered. I long feared the priestess and I were the lone souls of the spires spared by the blight. I'm sorry, Secret. I became a guardian to protect you, but it turns out I'm unworthy of the role. I'm sure they did their best. You know what? Let's try that again. If I successfully parry that, I wonder if it'll, like, instantly go back to their hand, or if it'll finish its animation. Instantly go back to them. Good job. That wasn't quite as slick as I would have liked, but I'll take it. And he's dead. Enemies really don't like getting, Enemies really don't like falling. I'm noticing. In hindsight, I should probably be using the witch for this, especially since 70 70 shots takes a while to run out. New Spider-Man takes his mask off like every other time he saves somebody. That's something that I kind of noticed with like superhero media in general. It's like, regardless of whether or not the character is actually meant to remain masked, they're constantly showing their faces. It's probably like an actor contract thing. But it kind of bothers me because it very often, at least in my perception, kind of like breaks the flow of a scene. The guardian heirloom of the White Priestesses is said to house a warding power that protects one from enemies and the suffering caused by purifying the blight. It is unknown who created it or by what means, only that it somehow came into the possession of the first White Priestess long ago. The heirloom of Land's End. So, conceivably, there's a thing that can, like, alleviate the corruption that's afflicting me? If I'm interpreting that correctly. Yeah, the whole, like, superhero mask thing, comes to my mind relatively often because one of my favorite web novels, Parahuman's Worm, the author of it has actually been, the author of it has actually been approached in the past by studios offering to, like, adapt it into, like, a movie or, like, a TV series or whatever. But a very, very, very consistent theme in that work is, like, wearing a mask and covering your face, concealing your identity, like, becoming somebody else. And so everybody taking their masks off all the time is completely contrary to the tone of the work, so I keep saying no. So whenever superheroes wearing masks comes up, that comes to my mind. Instead of standing and fighting, what if I just duck and weave? 18 damage isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. Quietus Memoirs 3, The Nightmare at the Twin Spires is finally over. I've never seen so much death, never had to purify so many. Unspeakable sights. I can't. Can anyone fathom the pain that I bear? Lately, numbness infiltrates my body. A kind of unfeeling, unrelated to the pains of the blight. Were it to reach my right hand, how could I draw him the picture that I promised? And now it's snowing. There's definitely a lot more in those catacombs to go through. Also, being barefoot in the snow, not very fun. Okay, assuming some kind of, like, long horizontal jump or wall crawling thing, I'm going to need that before I can go here. I don't mind that, though. Fewer options constrains my search. Can't go that way. At least I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, hello. I was just holding right. Don't seem able to go through this door. You know what I'm suddenly reminded of? Specifically because of the stacker bars? I'm reminded of Stranger of Paradise. I should play the game on stream at some point, it's very fun. I don't know if I can make this jump, but I can certainly try. I don't think I can make this jump. Ow. Fallen Archer. Ow. Oh dear. And then he did a flip. And then I got a headshot. Still. It's a guy with a health bar. I can work with this. Ow. I wonder if... Ow. Thank you for the apples. What was I gonna say? Ow. I wonder if his ability is going to be like a bow and arrow shot, or if it's going to be like that flip. Because if it's that flip, I could see that being like my movement ability. And if it's arrows, I see that kind of like conflicting with the witch, so like... who knows? And he's dead. Why? Even after all those times, I told you to look after yourself first. Fallen Archer releases a fan-shaped volley of arrows skyward to attack airborne enemies. The kingdom's greatest archer became a sinner to save his guardian sister. All sinners became immortal knights and were charged with defending the bastion. That does not feel like a movement ability. Could it be the White Priestess escaped and found refuge elsewhere? Heck yeah, more restoration. There was a reward for me at the bottom of this pit. Beyond just more questions. Oh. Oh, my health is low. I should go. If I'd landed in the water, I'd probably be dead right now. Luckily I didn't, so I'm not. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, perhaps I should throw some ranged attacks in his general vicinity. But there's like a lip there that's kind of awkward. Ow, 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 ow. And then I exploded. There's something there. I want it, whatever it is. "16 uses. If I'm ever getting harassed by something like directly overhead, I will keep that in mind. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, the door is in the way, so I can at least get back down to that ledge without that guy spawn camping me. Or ledge guarding me, rather. I will simply out. Also works great for big enemies. Makes sense, multiple projectiles. I see the merit, and can envision scenarios in which it's relevant. She grabbed that ledge with her fingertips. I'm not complaining, though. I didn't actually mean to get that far in. I was like, I'll fight one and then the other. I am almost certainly making this harder than it has to be. But I have to, like, restore my karmic balance after that archer. I'm not gonna try and jump directly into it this time, because I don't think that'll work. Neither did that. It dunked. Oh dear. They're kind of hard to stagger. It's like I'm not really sure what the best way to, like, get it to back off would be. Not the right button. That was on me. Can I just shoot it from off screen? I forgot that the shots home in. In my mind, they were just horizontal. That looks like something I should be able to go through. Oh, chain of sorcery if you take those. My suffering was worth something. I jumped towards him instead of straight down. I mean, if I go down, then I land in the water. And the water hurts me. Like, I'm not sure what you're proposing I should have seen is an obvious alternative, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's all behind us now. What's over this way? The platform right below? There was no platform right below. It was a straight shot to the water from there. Speaking of comparisons to Hollow Knight, Sylva's Note 2. I've never laid eyes on anything more terrifying than the Blighted Lord. A fearful tremble in my legs was all I managed. I failed the priestess as guardian. I only realized after the ritual had ended that I should have prevented the creature's purification at all costs. Despite a resistance, so acute was the blight that it took hold of the White Priestess's faculties. I let it on a second ago, but I couldn't reach the guy from there. It was too far down. But if the corruption staining my dress wasn't evidence enough, there is a limit to how much somebody can purify. Good to know. Which is probably where that one heirloom comes in. Assuming that, like, she wasn't using it and got overwhelmed anyway. I should also probably double check how much stuff it'll cost to upgrade my stuff again. Because it's been a minute since I've looked. And doing more damage than I'm doing is generally a good thing. Sometimes you don't want to do more damage than you're doing, but usually you do. Yeah, I probably do have several upgrades. It's just, like, because they're not, like, really specific currencies, it means that I kind of, like, have to decide what to upgrade. And, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get something that I'm gonna like a lot and, like, want to spend those upgrade materials on more. But I guess also, if I'm not mistaken, I could just farm them by, like, breaking pots and such, so I probably shouldn't think too hard about it. Bye. Okay, I think my knockback just got nullified by invoking a spirit. That's good to know. I don't know how relevant it's going to be, but it's good to know. I am moderately concerned that my health might hit 0 and I might get sent back to the bench. And so, counterintuitively, I'm gonna start being reckless. Freita's Memoirs 4, always talking about a successor, within earshot no less. Have I outlived my usefulness? Talks of royal blood, of succession. I don't understand. I have no desire of birthing a child. She just like me for real. Defense of the Twin Spires too. After a long, grueling battle, the White Priestess of the Fount was finally able to purify the Blighted invaders. From that time on, few interlopers from the Blighted lands were ever sighted. Peace had returned to Land's End. The power of the White Priestess of the Wind allowed the Twin Spires to be built, standing as symbols of the realm's defense. The Priestess of the Fount fought to defend them. Okay, I don't have Ancient Souls for this, but I got plenty of Furious Blight for this. This is probably fine. What will I find if I go up? Looks like I could come here from one of two directions. In either order. Is what I'm inferring from the design of that area. Or maybe I could have just come here way sooner from the top. Either way, it's a respite with a one-way door, and one of them's open. Two one-way doors, even. And one of them's open. I'm not even sure what happened there. I mean, obviously all the blood was removed from my body in an expedient manner, but like... that was kind of a lot all at once. Okay, going from 3 shots to 2 shots is nice. That's the kind of thing I want to see when I upgrade. Quietus' ring slightly reduces cooldown times. Unearthed from Quietus, priestess of guidance and inheritor of souls. Unearthed from blighted muck, this ring predates the founding of Land's End. I had to take a second to make sure I wasn't going to mispronounce that one. Bubblegum pizza for boxes. You are correct, definitely chicken. Honestly, most of what Fox is like is just chicken. There's a place near me that serves what's called a poutine, though. That's really good. And I'm a fox, and it's for me, so like... poutine is for foxes. It's basically a poutine in the shape of a pizza. It is cursed, but also amazing. Greatest Memoirs 1. I can't believe she vanished the day that I was born. No one even told me why. They said that she cut a frail frame, but I knew what was truly to blame. Spitting bars. Absorbing the blight at that rate. I wonder if I'll end up the same way. How did my mother live as a white priestess? How can I live as one? Fish is also good for foxes. Foxes can eat basically anything. It's more of a question of, like, what do they like the most? Not to say that foxes can eat everything, but they can eat most things. Like don't go feed a wild fox chocolate. They have to be on 2 legs before they can get away with that. What about cheese? I don't actually know that one. It's probably fine. But if you are in a position to potentially feed cheese to foxes, please double check online before actually feeding cheese to a fox. There aren't any other foxes where I live, so like, I haven't actually had a chance to try and feed them. I have seen a pizza made for foxes, but I'm not sure if it was like something entirely distinct that just looked like a pizza, or if it was like actually technically a pizza with like tomato and cheese. But I absolutely have seen like a little mini pizza made for foxes. I don't think I can make that jump. My Hollow Knight senses are tingling. And making me wonder if I can pogo off of those guys. Probably not with anything that I've got, but like, overall perhaps? Oh, was that a one-way door? Lame if so. Or maybe it's just like an arena thing? In practice, it was one way. Let's see if I can't do a sneaky around and get to the other side of that. We are coming up on the end of our time for tonight, but we're not quite there yet. This appears to have been the White Priestess's room. Seems she was an avid artist. Avoiding the purification brings joy back to the people. I must continue, if only to be of that small service. I thought I was useless, but they need me, as long as I'm the White Priestess. I feel like I'm kind of seeing, like, where the anguish that I'm picking up on is coming from. Because it's like, they don't really necessarily want her to be her, they want her to be the White Priestess. It's not necessarily a role that she chose for herself. But it is, like, a thing that she can, like, be loved for, I guess. Be needed for. I can definitely empathize with, like, yearning to be wanted. In fact, I imagine few people couldn't, honestly. It's probably like a universal thing. Alright, let's go left instead of right, and maybe not get one weight. Oh wait, this is just where I was before. Did you see a door and a lever? I think so, but I don't know if they go anywhere new. But we can definitely check that out. I've definitely been here before as well. I recall this shape. Can I find this thing here? So the thing I want to check is if getting knocked back resets my double jump. These things don't have contact damage. That does not reset my double jump. That's why I just kind of instant transmission. I can knock them back, but I can't knock me back. Okay, I'm probably barking up the wrong tree. Still, we got some stuff done. I give you the head pats. I will happily equip that. Yeah, we're gonna call it there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Sunday. The game is going to be Teardown. We are in the Art Vandals expansion. The next time that I'm playing Ender Lilies in particular is going to be on Monday. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Good night.